Archive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will take the field first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Plucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
To the air on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes Broncos at the 39.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Boise State Broncos offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And that is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Barnes. They're setting up the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Caught over the middle, it's Marshall. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack.
And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for space, it's Jacobs. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Quickly to the tight end. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. All defense so far, nobody giving an inch. And how long has it been since you've seen a scoreless game through 3 periods? This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the fourth quarter. They'll run the sneak for it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Game is tied. Just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Going for the big play. He's got it on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown Broncos. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Who knows? That might be all it takes. This has been a defensive battle. Both offenses struggling mightily to execute anything, but they were able to put a nice little drive together. Their yards have been very difficult to come by. They found a way to get it done, and finally here in the fourth quarter, they're able to put some points on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Fires into the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking to pass, it's Barnes. The short hands, it's Jacobs. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. That's caught, it's Davis. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.